Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Jacob Weisenberger, and I'm a guitarist at a music university. Today, we're going to talk about a very important thing, but sometimes overlooked thing, the sitting position. Let's dive into it. The sitting position is often overlooked, yet it can be the key difference in making a good guitarist a great guitarist. However, you can still be a great guitarist and not have the guidelines of this perfect sitting position. Some examples being Slash, Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day, or even a classical guitarist such as Julian Bream. Though these popular guitarists may not follow these guidelines, they will give you an advantage in your playability as well as help your mind and body be healthy. As you can see, I am in a chair, as well as you should be. Now, you don't want to be too far front or too far back in the chair. As you can see, I'm not fully back in the chair, and I'm not fully on the edge of the chair. I'm in the middle of the chair and sitting up straight with my chest out, my back arched, because you don't want you to be crumpled up like this to compress your lungs. You want to be arched back, chest front, to expand your lungs, be able to breathe fully, because if you cannot breathe, your music cannot breathe. Some ways to find your relaxed, most comfortable position while keeping a steady posture is first, you want to let your arms fall to the ground with gravity. Then you want to shake them around, all loosey-goosey style, and you want to let them fall. And once they're fallen, then with your waist, you want to move forward and back to then find what is most comfortable for you with a good posture. For me, it's about right here. Once the arms have fallen and you found your great posture with your waist, you want to bring your head down. And then what you want to do when your head is down is imagine you're getting pulled by a string, like a puppet string, and you want to pull up and align your head with your spine. So we're going to do that without my hands. So we're going to go down, we're going to slowly bring it up, and align it with our spine. Now we feel centered, we feel comfortable, we feel relaxed, and we got good posture with access to our lungs to breathe. This is what you want to be when you have good posture. Relaxed, comfortable, and be able to breathe. 3 most important things. Once you have a good posture, you want to get your holding device. The most popular one is a footstool. It is what I use. And what you want to do, these footstools have grooves, and you put the lever in like this, and it creates a stand for your foot. To find the perfect height for your foot, you want to take your hand lengthwise, and you want to find how far it is, how tall the footstool should be with your hand. It's about this. You don't want to be too tall, you don't want to be too small. You want to be about, it's better to be smaller than tall, but I'm about here on the second notch. You want to put that where your left leg will go, and you want to bring your left leg on top of it. Now that our left leg is on top of it, we should have a good, about 90-degree angle for our left leg. And an important thing to note is I've seen a lot of young guitarists have a left leg out on their footstool, and they want to go out with their leg. Don't do that, because it creates tension in your thigh, and the less tension the better when you're playing. So what we're going to do is we're going to slowly bring it in towards our body, just a little bit, because then it keeps us centered as well as relieves the tension in the leg. We'll do the same thing with the right leg when we get there. Next, with the right leg, what you want to do is take your right leg, set it down, just where it is. You want to point your toe, not away from people, like I've seen a lot of people do. You want to point it towards the audience, facing them, because that is where you want to be centered to and project towards the audience. And your leg wants to be pretty straight, not too far back, not too far forward, about the same area as your left leg. Now we are ready to have the guitar. So we have a guitar, and we see this hourglass shape. We're going to put the left side on the left leg in the middle. We want it to be centered with our body. When I mean centered, I mean the 12th fret is close to our heart. And I've already done it, but you want to put the right bottom, the left bottom in the middle, on the right leg in the middle too. And it's gonna stay there. And bring our legs in a little bit, and we're gonna do this. The reason you want this is because you want the D tuning peg, this one right here, to be ear level with you. As you can see, I can't keep my arm straight, but it's about the same. So now we have that. We want to put our right arm over the guitar to keep it secured and put our forearm there. And as you can see, when you come from side view, I don't have the guitar all the way up against my chest. You want to put it where I said before and lean it back. You want to put it around the middle of your chest where your sternum is. And you're only going to use this part of the guitar. So you're going to lean it back. And if you look on the side view without my arm in the way, you'll see a triangle form right here. This is what you want with good posture. Now that we have the guitar centered, the reason that we want it centered like this is to have easy access to the fretboard with our left hand without cutting off blood circulation and nerve circulation. So I can go from here all the way to here with minimal effort as possible. Another important thing to think about is that most of the time you want long sleeves on your left and right arm, mostly your right arm, because you're going to be moving around so much that skin on wood does not work. It will stick to the wood and you won't be able to move as freely. But I understand that some places may be too hot and some of the times of the year may be too hot. So what I recommend is one of these. This is an arm sleeve and it's very short. It has a little bit of padding on it. You can get these at a website called Strings by Mail that I will link in the description. Lastly, what you would like to have, you don't have to have it, but you would like to have, is what I call non-skid, and a lot of guitarists call it non-skid. And what it basically helps with is securing the guitar. So you put one end on your right leg, one end on your left leg, you put it down where you would have it, and now it doesn't want to move. I can move freely, it doesn't want to move. So now that it has it secured, it keeps it from sliding off your pants. You can find these at any hardware stores, and it should be under a shelf liner or a rug liner. Helps them tools and rugs from moving, but also helps guitars from moving from your body. Now we can play our E chord in a very relaxed position, and it's nice and beautiful. Now that we've covered the traditional way of holding the guitar, I would like to talk about how there are many different ways to hold the guitar besides this, such as the flamenco style, such as putting it on your right leg and holding it like this. Another one, a famous classical guitarist by the name of Scott Tennant, plays with it on his right leg, but he brings it up with another guitar support, which I will talk about in another video, so go check that out. And lastly, one of the most popular ways of holding a guitar is with a strap, which will bring the guitar up to D-peg to ear level without having to put it in between your legs like I just did for a traditional way. You would have a strap tied around each side and it will hold it for you close to your body. I would like to end this video with saying that everyone is different and that you should definitely experiment with as many possible ways of holding the guitar, because some people will try something and see someone else do it because they saw someone else do it, and that may not work for that person. So if you have a longer torso, maybe a footstool won't work for you, maybe you need a different holding device, which you could find in my YouTube video. I will have a bunch of links in that description, so go check that out. Lastly, I just want to say thank you so much for watching if you got this far into the video. I hope to see you soon with more guitar tips. This has been Jacob Weisenberger. See ya.